Now they've learned, the profitable traders, that consistent result, which everybody wants to have, only come through consistent actions. What's up traders, welcome back. Today we're going to do a video. It's been a while. I feel like I picked this camera. Like all the videos I did in the past were on the computer and stuff. I want to do some real talk here and talk about something that I'm kind of passionate about. Something that people don't think about, or I think they don't put enough time into it. Ultimately, the difference between you and a profitable trader, if you're not at this level yet, only lies in the way you think or your actions. And usually the way you think influences your action, and your action influences the way you think. So it's kind of all the same thing. So this is what you need to work on if you want to become a profitable trader. Now today I want to share some untold truth about the professional traders I've talked to, and there's a bunch of them. It's not only based on like one person or just one trader or myself. It's based on like everyone I talk to, and they all have the same things at the back of their head. They just express it in a different way. So some people might trade different things, and that's why we cannot say, oh, trade this and you'll be successful, because they have different things. But the way they think in the back of their head, you can feel it. It's the same thing with everyone. Those are things that people do, but it can also be applied to the way they think. So let's go on with the first untold truth. Profitable traders always take a high level view. Now let me explain a little bit. When you talk to most people in trading, what they think about is how much money they made last week or the past day, or how bad it's been since this drawdown started, or how things are tough at this point. This is how struggling traders think. They think about now, what's in the now, or they're feeling changes with the ups and downs and the day-to-day. So when things go well, they're happy. When things go bad, they're sad or depressed, and they have no clue what to do. On the opposite side of that, successful traders understand that they cannot be in the day-to-day. They have to be like the CEO of a big company, where they take the high-level view. They have no interest in looking at the day-to-day profit, loss, whatever that is. They care about more the overall picture, and that allows them to not be stressed by the day-to-day, and most importantly, make their decision based on that big picture view, the whole summary, the whole collection of data that they can use to make decisions. And this applies the same ways in companies like Apple or Google. Do you really think the CEOs are like looking at the day-to-day sales of the stores and saying, oh, today's bad, so let's feel bad, today's good, let's feel good, let's celebrate? No, they don't do that, because they will waste time. They will take decisions based on their feeling and on a small sample of data, and that is not how you build a good business, and that's not how you evolve properly over time. You evolve properly over time by looking at the overall picture and saying, okay, this worked, this doesn't really work, this can be improved, and then you put your action on that, right? Not on how you feel, because that's the worst thing to do ever, okay? So successful traders take the high level view. Untold secret number 2 is the vast majority of what I've done to go from struggling to profitable. And it doesn't mean that you can only apply this and become profitable, but I kind of mean that this is a big part of whatever progress you make in any field of life. Could be trading, business, in your personal development, or whatever, and you will see a big progress with that. So you see people every day that think about making these big changes in their life or in their trading. They want to say, from now on, from like today, I want to be disciplined. I'll not miss any trade. I'll be extremely at the point on the plan and not miss sit-ups. And then 2 hours later, they miss 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades, or they took the wrong trades. And then they say, well, okay, no, stop it. From now on, I'll be disciplined. And then the same thing happens all the time. So here's what successful traders focus on. And they've been doing that for the longest time. Since they were struggling all the way to today, and they keep doing it all the time. They focus on becoming 1% better every single day or every single week. Doesn't matter. Pick whatever you want. But here's the thing. You always want to define a goal for yourself. And that goal could be being disciplined, meaning taking the right trades when you're supposed to take them. Could be cutting your losses. Could be staying in the market long enough. Whatever that goal might mean for you. Whatever that could be. So you pick that goal, and then you say, well, let me track this week how this goes. And who cares about the result? You just track the hell of it until you get the result. And maybe this week the result will be, I'm only 40% disciplined. So 6 trades out of 10, they're crappy trades, and I should not take them. That's fine. But then what you do with this is that you have the info, you have the data, you have the tracking, you have what we call in business a KPI. Okay, that's your key performance indicator. With that indicator, you tell yourself, well, doesn't matter what I have right now, but how can I make this, let's say 40% good? How can I make this to 41%? Or maybe 45% would be a good goal. Or maybe even you push it further, 50% discipline. How can you make that? And then that's gonna be a goal for next week. Next week you track again. Is it better? Is it worse? What happened? What went well? What didn't go well? And if you reach your goal, then that's good. Perfect. Set a new goal a little bit higher. I'm not trying to go from 50 to 80%, but trying to go from 50 to, let's say, 60% or 55% if that's too high. And just go like this incrementally. And soon enough, you realize that you're at a point where you have a good level of discipline, so you have a good level of your goal, but most importantly, you've built a habit of becoming better and better every single day and every single week. And that can be applied to everything. Once you have that, results will start to change and shift for all the areas of your life in which you apply it. Now, quick parenthesis, I just got a trade alert on my phone. This is on USD CAD. I'll show you guys over here. I'm not sure that's really clear. But yeah, this is the new trading assistant I've been putting together. So trade alert on USD CAD. That looks like a good trade based on the weekly review. So I'll go back to this after. But this is basically the product I've been releasing last week to only a few people. Now it's available for everyone. So if you want to check it out, it's a system to be alerted of your trade when they happen. And I'll have a team that can code your strategy into that trading assistant. And you'll be alerted when your trade setup happens in the market. Perfect if you trade even zones or whatever. There's a bunch of new functions like support and resistance areas you can put in MT4 and be alerted only at those zones, or just any candlestick pattern or math strategy that I have, you can use it also. So links below, but let's get going with Untold secret number 3. You see, beginning traders or struggling traders, whatever you want to call them, or whatever thing you want to call yourself, but don't call yourself struggling, that's a bad idea. Call yourself a trader in progress if you want. That's a better term. But anyway, so these people not succeeding in trading at the highest level usually have a passion for making money, right? They want to make money fast, they want to, or maybe the passion for freedom, that they want to be able to travel and explore the world, or just spend time with their family. They have a passion for kind of making this happen. Now, nothing wrong with that. That could be fine. That could be a good motivator to achieve your goals. But I've started to see over the years that profitable traders and the one playing really at the highest level have a passion for not money, not things, but instead consistency. How consistent they can be in the market. And they have this passion for having the same habits every day, the same routines, the same thing they do, and that they've learned that produces result. Things that you do once or twice and then you slip and you don't do it, that doesn't produce result. But the things you repeat on a daily basis, could be like exercise, could be journaling, tracking, reviewing, whatever that is, this produces result. And if you do it over and over again, no matter how tough it feels, no matter how difficult it is to keep going and to always do the same thing every day, it is rewarding at the end of the day, or at the end of a couple of days, or months, or years even. And I don't believe success these days is easy. In fact, I've been probably struggling more than most people in everything I try to do, like YouTube videos, trading, the podcast, business. But I just keep going, and I just do one thing every single day that's the same, and ultimately the result become good. And that's what you could try to imitate in trading. Now they've learned, the profitable traders, that consistent result, which everybody wants to have, only come through consistent actions. And that no matter how much you focus on consistent results, they won't happen until you have the consistent action or the consistent practice that you put in daily. And that might be as simple as having the same strategy daily that you apply in the market, not switching from one to the other, or having 3 or 4 key habits that you put in place daily. And we've done other videos on that, so I won't go too much into that topic, but this is a basic. I hope you guys got value from these 3 untold truths of profitable traders, things that they know and they apply on a daily basis. Again, it's a mindset to have, because once you apply it somewhere in an area of your life, you can pretty much apply it very well to some other areas. So you don't have to think twice or 4 times to apply it. It just comes automatic. And I want to stress this once and for all, because people don't tend to make links sometimes between what they do on a full-time job and trading. While a lot of things could be applied. Like, what if someone is a plain pilot? Oh wow, and they're so lucky because they can apply a bunch of things that they do in their job to their trading. Things like checklists, like review process, like checkups on how they do, how things work, like communication with different parties. And what about if you're a project manager? Oh, you can do the same. What about if you are a nurse? You're gonna do the same. There's a bunch of different things you can apply. And once you start to make the links and say, how can I do what I do in my job to my trading? Things start to shift and you start to apply things that you should have applied a long time before. So I hope that makes sense, guys. I again appreciate you watching these videos. Comment below what you thought, and I'll try to see if that trade is a good trade or not, and take it if I need to take it. But don't forget to subscribe. Again, there's one more video like this every single day. I'm trying to get back to the one per day because I've been not super consistent the past week. Put that in the fault of the trading assistant I've been working on. But we're getting back to it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Ciao.